Hey all, it's the Crunch. Seatbelt troubles. Can't drive the truck here if you can't use the seatbelt. Somehow or other mine has been jammed, so I can't use it. Got pulled over by the police yesterday. Not surprised that I was, but anyhow, got pulled over yesterday and I got a warning or something like that for driving without a license. So hence, I'm not on the road at the moment right now. But that ain't what this one's about. Still switch over to what's right. Exercise. You exercise person, particularly like an athlete, you know I already stressed the body's the temple. So if you're one of those that don't believe your life and those around you might be improved by God being in your temple, by exercising it, taking care of it, just like how y'all dust up and sweep up them church buildings that y'all go to, that ain't the church, they only buildings. How you feel you should actually treat your body. Exercise comes in, you know God's principle. I can't remember the exact term he used in the Bible, but the gist of it is, if you're not with him, you're against him. So you're one of those people that exercise, and you know how it feels. People say they with you, but somehow you feel like you could only do for them, or they only want you to do things for them. Those are sometimes what you call dead weight, when people try and get you to do things that they should or could be able to do for, themselves, and they don't do it. They feel that because you're the strong one, you're supposed to do it for them. That's not always the case. When people can't do things for themselves, then that's different. If you feel like it, God's in when he moves you to do something for it, whether you know you're doing it or not. I mean, you do it or you don't do it. But there's those that try to do things for themselves that still ain't really trying hard enough or trying in the right way. And then you got the other ones that just plain go against the grain. Those two, you could consider them kind of dead weight. So you free up yourself, lighten yourself to rise by cutting that dead weight. Don't think of it as something that, they haven't thought of. You see those hot air balloons? They only fly when they cut loose. They only come up when they cut loose from whatever's holding them down. Planes, they could only fly with a certain amount of weight. If not, they can't take off or they have problems flying. God knew exactly what he was doing when he actually said what he said. I mean, he always knows what he's doing, but breaking it down into terms that's easily understandable for those that might not kind of grasp it. If you're the strong one, it don't make no sense being strong and you toting around a bunch of stuff that God don't want. That's only making things bad for you. What do you think's gonna happen? They teach us in swimming class back in the day. If somebody's swimming around and they having trouble and you say the lifeguard, there's a time when people in a panic mode, and although they know you actually came to try and help them in need, they're flailing and dragging down. Sometimes you notice they will try and even climb up on top of you in panic mode just to try and catch some air. And trying to keep up yourself sometimes ain't necessarily the best way to actually go about it. You fatigue yourself and the two of y'all might end up drowning. So what we was taught is you swim down. They don't want to go down, so they'll tend to let go. If they see you, dip down. You know you're the strong swimmer, and the only thing they trying to do is drag you down. You swim down, and then they let go. Hold on. They going someplace where we don't want to go. They doing some things that we don't want to do. It don't mean you do bad things, but if you the saving one, how many people can you save if that one person that don't want you to do anything takes you down with them or causes you to go down? Like I said, either they was trying or they was totally didn't want you to do what God had in mind for you to do. Either way, they cool or they cold. Stay hot.